What'd he do? What's goody? I'm that kid with the fresh new hoodie.
Ooh. And the hoodie's looking clean. It's looking pretty goody.
Hey,
I guess you already
I'll
said
take
goody,
your
didn't it?
face and I'll turn it into putty.
Ooh.
Uh.
Or puddin'. Because you know I'm not putting up with it.
Yeah.
I said that's enough with it.
Yeah.
Can I get a buttercup?
Ish. Yeah. Let me get a fish. Yeah.
This whole episode is just going to be us
Let me get it.
freestyling the whole time.
Yeah, these are some of the best, hardest bars of all time.
Well, we have some pretty interesting things happening.
I don't even know where to
now.
start, bro. How about you start us off? Because I don't know.
Well, first off, we have a special guest in the background.
We do have a special guest.
Kayla, do you want to say hello?
Hello.
This is Kayla.
The GOAT.
Exactly.
Top
And,
5, not the 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. Maybe that last one.
Exactly, you heard it. So we're in an interesting setup this time. I'd say it's quite different than usual.
Relatively speaking, same equipment, entirely different location.
Yeah, entirely different state.
Yeah, we're in Oregon.
Yes, Portland.
Or oregano.
Yes.
You feel me? Portland, Oregon.
Portland, oregano.
I know this is technically a podcast. It's like, oh my God, LA. Like, look, we're in Los Angeles.
Right.
But today we decided we're tired of that shit.
No, we actually just came to Oregon so we could record the podcast here because we're tired of having it in LA. And honestly,
it gets boring.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Let's do an all-round road trip.
We got to spice this up for ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows? Maybe we'll try to do one in Seattle.
So we decided to come to Oregon on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep.
And record the podcast.
Yep.
So we rented out a hotel with a few homies, some of which are out of the building right now.
Yep. They'll be back.
They'll be back. And we decided, fuck it. We're gonna go to Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
During Thanksgiving, we're gonna eat some good food.
And while we're here, maybe check out some pretty dope locations
from the Twilight films.
Exactly.
As one does.
As one should be doing.
Yes. So clearly, Sean and I are huge Twilight fans, as you can tell from prior.
Twilight is the best franchise of all time.
Yes.
I don't know where else you're gonna get such dedicated fandom than Twilight.
That's what I'm saying. It's definitely the best franchise. I mean,
Team Jacob or Team Edward? People won't shut up about that.
And Robert Pattinson,
for like a decade,
looking as fine as ever. Maybe as finest as he ever has.
Might have been his finest. He might have peaked at Vampire.
He might have peaked, and we loved him in the Batman. We loved the Batman.
Yeah, no, Batman was really good. That was really good. But we checked out a lot of different places. We went to this little cafe that Bella and her dad used to eat at and stuff.
Exactly. You want to say the line?
From the.
There's your favorite line.
Everyone knows the line.
Just say it, come on.
Bella, where the hell have you been, loca? Thank you.
Round of applause.
Everyone knows Team Jacob is the goated team.
Your Team Jacob?
Yeah. Dude. I know we took that L in that back half, but look, in a couple years, maybe we'll turn around.
Dude, I don't know. I don't like how territorial Jacob's dad is of Bella. It's kind of weird.
It is weird, but to be fair, Bella's fucking with vampires, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Wouldn't you feel a type of way? Is that your impression? Is that your impression of a vampire?
That's my impression of Dracula. We want to drink some blood.
Blah, blah, blah. It's like blah, a blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
What was the guy in Sesame Street that was like?
Count
Dracula. The Count.
I think it was the
Count.
No,
he was called the Count, right?
I think it was Count Dracula. There's a pause in there.
I think he was just the Count.
No, it was I am Count Dracula, and I'm going to count.
I'm pretty sure his name was not officially Count Dracula. I'm pretty sure it was either a play on the name, because something to do with music.
I feel like the Count, and then in small.
Oh, the Count,
print,
because it's he's counting, because he's.
Yeah, no, you get it. You feel
Count.
me?
Yeah.
He's
damn
God.
Honestly, Sesame
counting.
Street way ahead of its time.
Way ahead of its time, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3. Wow,
no,
that was honestly the best franchise.
But we saw a lot of different locations. We saw the forest.
Yes, we saw the
We saw me and my girl Kayla over here. We saw the waterfall.
And I saw Sweet Dreams.
Yeah, and we have more stops that we have to hit along.
We're gonna see a lot more Twilight stuff, and we're going to Seattle soon.
Yeah, we are.
This is kind of this is basically our instead of going home for Thanksgiving, we're going on an adventure for Thanksgiving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're on a Thanksgiving trip up the West Coast line.
Exactly.
And we're watching, Twilight along the way. We just watched the first Twilight yesterday.
Yes. Tonight we're planning on watching New Moon very soon.
New Moon, different vibe. I feel like First one was an accident.
Yeah.
This time, no mistakes.
Yeah, I'm intrigued because I haven't seen, like, I've seen it, but I haven't seen it in so long that I don't remember any of it. So even the first one, like, when I watched it back in, like, I saw it in theaters, 2008 or whatever, like, I was like, oh my god, this is so scary, this is so dramatic, this is so crazy. Yeah. And now I'm like, it's hilarious. Like, they'll be, like, standing and talking, like, and they won't move. And then it'll just cut to a pan, like a crazy-ass pan, like, circling them and, like, going out backwards, like, some dramatic, like,
really
action.
Weird editing. Really,
some like Avengers
really
shot, like they're about to like save the day, but he's just talking to her, and I'm like, what is happening?
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I always try to avoid them because I always try to make a reasonable idea of like, oh, why would you want to go out your way to see a bunch of creatures like vampires and werewolves? That's
exactly
so dumb. And like now that I've actually seen them, they are dumb, but it's like it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
That's the thing. I'm like, wow, if she had this in mind, if she had this fandom in mind, maybe she wrote perfectly. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think. In terms of like what we're used to as calling excellent, it just never fit that mold. Yet somehow it still did what it needed to do. I mean,
you know what they say, even shooting stars, or only shooting stars, break the mold.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. We're gonna have to cut that out. That was horrible.
So clearly, Twilight is a shooting star.
That is horrible. Yeah, no, but Twilight was really, really good. I'm excited for New Moon. That's where the Bella line comes in.
Aren't we going to Seattle tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we just basically wrapped up in Portland.
Staying at the hotel. We always went to a really nice beach too. La Pusha.
La Pusha was beautiful.
La Pusha, baby.
Yeah, and we checked out a bunch of houses yesterday. You know, then we did the beach today. Yeah. And we actually found some food.
We never went to that first... We were trying to go to that first Starbucks. We never got to...
Oh, yeah.
Was that here?
Are we doing that?
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Oh, yeah. I guess we're doing that.
Sunday.
Oh, God's Day.
And we're gonna hit Gravity Falls on the way back, hopefully. Because Gravity Falls is in Oregon, apparently.
Yeah, no, Oregon has whack shit. I was just saying that like on our way back, we should try to hit the last Blockbuster.
Yes.
Because it's here and nowhere else.
This is my first time in Oregon.
Mine too, man.
Yeah.
Mine too. I'm always invited up here, and I always feel bad that I don't get to
do as the Oregons do.
Yeah, you know, like they're always like, come up to Oregon. I'm like, I don't know. And now I'm here. I'm like, oh, this is what they were talking.
All
about.
the organs.
All the organisms in Oregon.
All the Oregons always say that to me. They're like, come to Oregon, and I'm like, yo, I just can't come to Oregon right now.
Yeah, like that's not the move. I have no purpose in being in Oregon.
But now I'm like, I get it. Like the trees are cool looking.
No, they're really tall. It's really like this place is a forest, and given Maryland itself like used to be a forest too, but the trees
aren't as cool looking. They're not as pointy.
Yeah, we just have like basic oak trees and just like it looks like Minecraft. I feel.
Yeah, we got that. Yes, I feel like we have the base tree in Minecraft.
Yeah, exactly, base tree. But what they got over there, they got that like snow biome type of tree.
Yeah, if you watch Gravity Falls, you know it's like the pointy trees. Yeah,
and there's just like thousands of them, just covering mountains. I'm like, wow, you could build like such a big house.
You could. That's why Potomac has some big motherfucking houses. Yeah.
But no, Oregon's cool. I like Oregon.
I do like Oregon. I mean, I've never been to Washington State either, so I'm excited for that.
I'm excited for that too. Rain though, weird.
Yeah,
right?
Is it gonna be raining? It would be kind of feel like bad if it didn't rain, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it has to rain in Seattle. Like that's kind of like the point.
It's always rainy in Seattle.
But it's weird that on the West Coast, I feel like LA's like the driest place in like America. It's like so.
You're always shook when it's raining. I'm new enough there that I'm like, oh, this seems about right.
Yeah, no, I'm still.
Because it's rained like about a normal, like I mean, it usually doesn't rain, but.
Yeah, usually you only get like 1 week of rain for a year. So the fact that we got 1 day of rain for like once a month.
Yeah.
Climate change is really happening, and we're all doomed.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
You're preaching.
Yeah, we're all screwed, man. It's coming.
Yes, this is actually the prediction podcast where we predict how the world is gonna go up in flames,
exactly.
or maybe drown in its own oceans,
or just lose oxygen and suffocate. You know.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go into our theories about how wormholes work.
Oh God, no! I can't do it. I don't know how I can explain it. It's like, it's the paper, but then you fold it, and then you stick a pencil through it.
Exactly, and like an Interstellar. Like, doesn't he go through a wormhole, and then you can, like, see the fourth dimension?
Yeah, I miss Interstellar. I miss a lot of those.
I actually want to know
Nolan
what
movies.
would happen if you went through a wormhole, and, like, you weren't, like, you weren't killed. Because I know, like, everybody's like, oh, well, you just be killed. But I'm like, what if I wasn't killed? Or what if there was, like, somebody on the other side who, like waited outside to like save people like right after they
That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes we can't romanticize it too much because it could just it's like asking the question of like, oh, what's life after death?
Right.
I mean, it could just be that it stretches you into nothingness and then you're just nothing.
Right. I wish we need like a drone that's like really like adaptable to like fucking black holes, like the fucking pressure.
Talking about like
the impossible
spaghettification.
Yeah, spaghettification. Like it's like super malleable.
Bro, not even light.
Yeah.
Escapes spaghettification.
And then it goes through the black hole, and like we need like a camera on it somehow. We need to make the world's tiniest camera.
Well, it can't send that information back, man. You know, there's the horizon for black holes. Once it goes in, there's no going back.
Dude, I actually enjoyed Lightyear.
Lightyear?
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear?
Yeah, the movie. I feel like it's like, you know, it honestly didn't need to be Buzz Lightyear, like, because it's just like a space movie.
It would have been a lot better, actually, if it wasn't Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, I feel like it was just kind of like going for merch.
But the thing is, I wouldn't have watched it if it wasn't Buzz Lightyear, so I understand
I actually might have because it's Pixar. And,
fair.
And everybody said the visuals look sick, so I might have seen it anyway.
I think it might be one of the best. Actually, I think it's the best looking animation I've ever seen.
Yeah, if you like take it away from all the context of Toy Story, it's like I think it's pretty awesome, honestly. And I don't dislike it. The only thing is like there's no fucking way that was the movie that Andy watched.
Yeah, no.
No chance.
It's too forward thinking for someone that's like 27 by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just different.
Yeah.
And then like the ending, no spoilers, but the ending is like.
Oh, you like the plot twist you're talking about?
The plot twist.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that I was not. I don't. Did you like that?
Huh?
Did you like that?
The plot twist?
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. That's the thing. This movie is great when you don't think of it as the actual premise.
Right.
It's just like a movie starring Buzz Lightyear as a character.
Yeah, I would like that a lot.
Fantastic.
That's the only thing that made me kind of feel weird because I'm like, wait, yo, that's not what you said.
Yeah, I went in thinking like, okay, I'm going to see why I would want to buy a Buzz Lightyear toy, and they did not do that. But I do understand Buzz Lightyear as a character.
Yes.
So they succeeded in one thing and not in the other.
And weirdly, like Chris Evans does kind of sound like Tim Allen.
Chris Evans? Oh yeah, he does.
Like it's kind of weird. I like never.
No, he sold it. I think they just have that really strong American like adventure sound.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I read this article the other day just saying that Tom Hanks and Tim Allen get lunch like once a year together.
Really?
I don't know why they were showing me that article, but
also why do they take why? I feel like they're in such different lanes.
But speaking of,
is there a Tom Hanks Chris Evans movie?
Toy Story.
No, technically. No.
Oh! You're sorry. I thought you said Tom Hanks and Tim Allen.
No, they have
Tom Hanks and Chris Evans. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Bridge
of Spies, maybe.
I don't know. I haven't seen Bridge of Spies.
I think it's a thing where Tom Hanks is like working for spies during like.
Oh shit! Wait.
The Cold War or something.
Yeah. Speaking of Tim Allen, the Santa Claus show came out.
I still have to watch. I'm watching that when every episode drops. Because,
I can't start in November.
Yeah. Santa Claus 2 is my favorite Christmas movie.
Dude, that was the first one I watched.
Really?
Yeah, I picked it out at Blockbuster. Speaking of Blockbuster, because we might go to the last Blockbuster.
Might try to go to the last Blockbuster.
Yeah, I picked it out at Blockbuster. I was asking my grandma, I'm like, hey, can we get Santa Claus 2?
Yeah, it's so good. And like the toys versus the elves, and the elves are all children. It's a lot of chaos.
Evil toy Santa Claus.
Yeah, toy Santa, and the way it ends, and how he reclaims like being Santa. And there's romance. You feel me?
There's romance. That's true.
Love. There's
what was she in? We saw like his
Mrs. Claus.
What was Mrs. Claus in? Didn't we see her in something recently?
I think she's in Pretty Little Liars.
No, but we saw her in something recently. We haven't watched Pretty Little Liars recently.
No, we haven't. But I remember seeing an episode on a plane. I'm like, this is Mrs. Claus.
Yes, damn. What was she in? I don't know. Oh, was it Spider-Man actually? Because we were talking about
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Was she wait, Bryce Dallas Howard is Gwen Stacy.
Yeah.
That wasn't the same. That's not the same person.
Not the same person.
Bryce Dallas Howard's in the Jurassic Worlds.
Let me search it up. Really, keep them busy.
Speaking of Bryce Dallas Howard, we were talking about her recently because she is daughter of Ron Howard, the guy who directed Solo and a bunch of other stuff, which is interesting because she directed a bunch of Mandalorian episodes, so they're both kind of like into Star Wars. But we had a whole conversation about like nepotism and stuff.
Elizabeth Mitchell.
Technically, we're like she is like the daughter, but it seems like she it's kind of interesting. It's like where do you judge people off of their nepotism? Like, where do you be like, okay, this person only gets what they want because they had famous parents, or you're like, they put in enough effort now for me to like, when do you like, how do you judge that?
I think first of all, you don't judge that because these are just kids and like,
right. But once they're adults,
they didn't put themselves in a position to be judged. They were born in a position to be judged.
True. Like, and I guess
it's not really on them if they want to be like their parents or if they don't.
I feel like usually they like really try to embrace the fame, or they just like shut it out of their lives and they like try not to be famous. But I don't usually see people who are just like, yeah, I'll be a little famous.
No one ever wants to be a little famous.
Exactly.
You want to go all the way. But she's Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Is in the Purge movie Election Year.
No, I thought it was something we saw really recently. What was she in? Like
First Kill, Once Upon a Time.
Maybe it was
Lost.
just Lauren talking about how she saw Miss Claus in Once Upon a Time or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I would not be surprised.
She's so whack. She's in the Purge movies.
I guess so.
Yeah, no, but Santa Claus 2. It's like when December rolls around, like we gotta throw this. Jason doesn't like it. My younger brother.
He doesn't like it?
Doesn't like Santa Claus 2. He's used to that faster pace of like modern movies that he cannot stand the slowness of early 2000s.
Wow.
films.
I remember Santa Claus 1, Santa Claus 3. They were also bangers.
Yeah.
Like I think Santa Claus 1, like the kid was really young.
I like the aesthetic of Santa Claus 1 because it's like secret agent Santa Claus.
And his son was like young, like 5, so he like and then they had an age jump, but I'm pretty sure it's the same kid.
It is the same kid.
Yeah, so
a
it was
lot
like,
of time just went by.
Yeah, they just didn't like make a movie for a long time. And then Santa Claus 3, which is also good with Jack Frost and all that stuff. Good movie.
Jack Frost was a villain, bro.
We're getting into holiday season, but what are the Thanksgiving movies?
There aren't any, bro, because no one. I feel like people,
Charlie Brown.
That's a good point.
That's like the one.
That's like that's the one because I feel like Thanksgiving is just too close to Christmas. Christmas is such a powerful holiday; it just completely engulfs what Thanksgiving is.
Yeah.
Because there's also feasts for Christmas, you know, that involve turkey sometimes, and like the typical Thanksgiving style food.
Yeah, I think all these holidays are just kind of grouped together vibe wise.
Yeah, like Halloween, I think is really the edge. Like the moment Halloween's gone,
I agree.
It is Thanksgiving, or not even Thanksgiving. Christmas.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
This is
we
the
got
podcast.
More people in the crew now. We
Hello.
got homie Lauren. Gavin, please introduce yourself.
Yeah, please.
Well, I'm Lauren. I'm the bloquette of the blokes.
The bloquette.
I'm honored to be on the podcast for the first time.
Honored to have you, honestly.
Yeah.
My name is Kevin James Lobnow, and I have one thing to say.
Oh.
Life is a highway.
Yes.
And are you gonna ride it all night
Oh,
long?
I'm gonna ride it.
Woo.
Oh goodness.
We actually talked about Cars on the Road in like the first episode, I think.
Cars on the Road.
And because Cars on the Road, it's slept on. As is Cars 3. I don't
know what happened. It's just like I feel like people are like, oh, Cars, but like no, bro.
Cars 3 is the best.
Cars 3's a banger. That's what I'm saying.
It's such an emotional story too for Lightning McQueen.
Exactly, and then the characters. It's worth it as a sequel of Cars on the Road. But honestly, why not just make another movie? Maybe the audience.
Cars 4. Like, don't stretch it.
You're right. I don't want them to.
We ended good on 3. Don't stretch it.
You're right. A Cars road trip was fun, and because we just did our road trip from Maryland to LA.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
We feel it. No, it was us. The show was about us. It was really cute.
Exactly. We totally relate. We completely related to
No,
the
we
characters.
have fun with that Disney Jones.
Yeah, for sure.
Disney has their souls, man. We'll never escape them.
Yeah, no, for sure. Never.
Yeah, they got me with Cars.
They got Star Wars. They got Marvel. They got everything.
They got ABC News, bro. ABC News.
They're about to become fucking.
Is ABC the liberal one of the newses?
I think no. Typically, the liberal one
CNN.
is like NBC, and the conservative one is like Fox, I think, or something. Is like the typical. But I don't
Either
know.
way, they got that
sure
Disney
ABC
News.
somewhere in that like spectrum, but I don't remember where
You
each
got
lies.
that Disney News. Yeah, Disney owns life and death itself, bro.
They do.
I'm ever committed to their debt for another 10,000 years.
Dude, they're gonna become like the William Randolph Hearst of fucking everything.
Yeah.
They'll just own fucking everything.
It's cool though. Oh, it's fine. I'll gladly work for the mouse, bro. They pay well.
Yeah, I bet they do. Well, actually, I bet like in some places they do, but then in other places they pay like really badly.
Like VFX word?
What, you think they pay good or bad in VFX?
Horrible.
Really?
Probably pay horribly.
In VFX?
Yeah.
Why? Because there's so many people now who can do it?
No, it's because all their movies need it, so they need to crank it out really cheaply and quickly.
Oh.
And so to do that, they have to do the sweatshop style of like screw the workers and overwork them, underpay them.
Damn, we're hearing the Disney tea right now.
Yeah, bro. Disney is not the Best company.
Yeah.
That being said, I still gladly would like to work.
You're like, hey. As long as they're paying me.
I can shoot yet another That's So Raven season.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Bring American Dragon back.
Dude, that was a great show. That was Disney. And the guy who voiced Jake Long voiced Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So it's already goated with some sauce.
Exactly.
Some level of sauce there,
exactly.
bro. American Dragon was great.
It was. Wasn't there like a theme song?
American Dragon.
Is that actually how it goes?
American Dragon. Yeah.
I can't remember. Maybe I have to listen to it. Maybe it's like the not the chorus that I remember.
No, yeah, maybe something.
Maybe it's like the tune.
Yeah, I feel like there was some guitar playing or something. American Dragon is really hard.
Dude, I loved like Danny Phantom, but that was Nick.
Yeah.
So what are the best cartoons?
Don't talk about no Nick out here in this Disneyland.
Danny
bro.
Phantom, bro, was so fire.
I can't touch Danny Phantom. That's facts.
Like I
Jimmy
enjoyed,
Neutron and
Fairly
what's the
Odd
other
Parents.
guy? Fairly Odd Parents.
I enjoyed Fairly Odd Parents, but I feel like it was on all the time, so I appreciated like Jimmy Neutron more.
But it was on all the time because it was so good.
It was good, but I don't know. I like Jimmy Neutron better. What about you?
I lean towards Jimmy Neutron because I like the characters more, but I don't sleep on no Timmy Turner though. He's not
Fair enough.
He's not like a long second. Like he's right up there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, voiced by Tara Strong, right?
Who? Timmy Turner?
I think so.
No.
Let me Google it.
I don't believe Harley Quinn.
I think so.
Harley Quinn is Timmy Turner.
I'm pretty sure.
Unbelievable.
Let me check.
I will not accept that answer.
I love like the Crimson Chin and all that.
I will accept SpongeBob as an answer before I can accept that. It's illegal.
Let me check.
Timmy Turner is voiced by Nolan North. That'd be pretty funny.
I don't think so.
Nathan Drake is Timmy Turner.
Yeah, look.
No way.
I told you, Tara Strong. Yeah.
Hell really froze over, bruh. She did a good job.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I did not recognize her at all.
Yeah, she's known as Harley Quinn.
The bloke.
Literally the first Harley Quinn, and Timmy Turner. It's quite put him on the resume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tara Strong's a legend. Shout out to the voice actors that don't get enough love. I think that's another job in industry where it's like they're overbooked, underpaid.
R.I.P. to our favorite Batman, Kevin Conroy. Yeah.
Like just the Batman.
Yeah. His voice.
Many Batmans have a look on his legacy like that. I have to be as close to that as possible.
Voice of Batman and Batman the Animated Series and
Arkham
Justice League, the Arkham games. Basically,
that new Justice League show.
Any Batman movie where you were like, "That's right," for Batman, it was probably Kevin Conroy.
Unless you're one of those blokes that say Michael Keaton.
The only other voice actor that you could probably see that sounds like correct as Batman 2 is like Troy Baker. Like he also sounds like a good Batman. But
Troy Baker? In what?
Troy Baker voices Batman sometimes.
Where?
Let me look it up.
Because I feel like, because I know in Arkham Origins, Troy Baker plays the Joker, and then Nolan North plays Batman.
Yeah, Troy Baker's super versatile.
That guy can voice anything.
Let me check.
I think the only thing he's short of a voice.
Oh, well, actually, it's funny because he voiced Arkham Knight in Batman Arkham Knight. He voiced Arkham Knight.
Wow. The Joker is playing Arkham Knight.
Yeah, here's Batman and Super Sons. He's Batman.
In Super Sons?
Yeah, it says Batman.
Is that a movie or something?
It looks like it's like one of those animated movies or something.
It must be a really new one because I have not heard of Super Sons.
Yeah, I've heard of him as Batman a few times. I can't think of the exact time, but I remember thinking he had a pretty good Batman voice. But a lot of the time, when you're like listening to or watching one of those like Batman movies, it looks like he does Joker a lot too. Maybe I'm just mixing him up for the person who played Joker, honestly. But it looks like
Troy Baker went stupid in that one Arkham Origins game.
No, yeah, he has done Batman. Yeah, he's done Batman.
Hard.
Oh, a few times. Okay.
Batman
versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He was Batman.
In the Turtles movie?
I guess Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I guess every voice actor should be Batman at least once.
But sometimes I hear them and I'm like, that's not right, you know? And the only one who feels like actually Batman is Kevin Conroy. As far as voice goes.
It's because we're only comparing Kevin Conroy to Kevin Conroy.
Well, I'm saying I think Troy Baker's pretty good too, but maybe that's because he's trying to mimic Kevin Conroy. I
don't think. I think a key part of making sure that Batman feels different is to make him sound like your own Batman, so that people try to copy you.
Yeah, he does Batman a lot, and he does Joker a lot. Wow, that's you got to be versatile to do that. Yeah. It almost looks like he does Joker way more than he does Batman.
I was gonna say he did Joker in the goddamn thing. Troy Baker.
But he's voiced Venom before too. He's voiced a bunch of random characters.
He's definitely got lith. But yeah, you want to make your own Batman like your own. That's why I think Christian Bale's works. Although interesting choice, Christian Bale works really well.
I think Robert Pattinson is the best live action Batman. I'll say it.
All right, you can have that opinion.
I just think it's true, bro. I don't know why. And you might argue, I know emo Bruce upsets some people, but I think they're working towards... I think we already talked about this on the podcast.
I think you're crediting it for something it hasn't done yet. You don't know.
All right, Sean.
I think if it sticks to just being emo Batman, it's not like it's a bad Batman. It's a great Batman. But you're not 100% true to what Batman is.
I was going to say,
stick to emo Batman.
I understand. But I think what I was saying is I think they're setting up the rich playboy Batman. But that he's because you know that lady... Well, without... I'm trying not to give spoilers.
Yeah, no spoils, bro.
Okay, let me try to say this in the most vague way possible. It seems like there's some pressure from the city for him to take more action in the city's interests.
Yeah.
And I just feel like because we saw that in this movie, it could be implying that the next movie he's going to have to do that.
Or it was just a subtle reveal of his character in the actual movie, and they're never going to go anywhere with that.
Or
Batman for life.
Right. Or Matt Reeves was like, yeah, this is going to be in the future. He's going to have to sort of fake being a playboy, and he's going to be uncomfortable doing it. But it's going to help him disguise himself as Batman, which would be awesome if we saw it.
No, I get it. It'd be a really cool development of the character. I'm just saying, since they haven't done it yet, you can't credit them.
You're right. Yet. No, you're right. It's very true. It's very true.
That's all. Did Avengers get all that credit just because of all that hype beforehand? No, they have to earn it.
That's true. Especially Avengers 1.
That's what I mean. Avengers 1 is specifically, it had to earn that spot, and it did. So,
yeah, for sure.
You can't just ride.
Yeah, you can't just ride.
Man.
Wow. Did we cover everything that we did in Portland?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It was that long ass drive just to get to Portland from Los Angeles.
It was a 13-hour drive.
It's long. It's not going to the next state up in California means going through 7 or 8 states.
Yes.
That was a long time.
They built the fucking West Coast states different.
That's what I'm saying. Virginia, I think it only took an hour to cross through, even though it felt like forever.
No, Virginia? No, I think that was longer. Because we went the wide way of Virginia.
Oh, that's a good point.
Virginia was forever.
It was more like 7. It was more like 7.
Yeah, Virginia was a long time.
But still, that's only.
It only took an hour to
get
into Virginia.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But we also went through DC because we where did we
stop to eat something?
Yes. Yeah.
That Potbelly. There's no Potbelly in Los Angeles. Right. I haven't seen one yet in Oregon.
Yeah.
That John is my favorite sandwich shop.
What's the most common fast food chain we've seen here?
Here?
Yeah.
Hardee's.
Really? You seen a bunch of Hardee's?
It's not Hardee's. Carl's Jr. My bad. I confused them for
Carl's
Hardee's.
Jr. Yeah.
In-N-Out is only popular here.
I haven't seen.
We were close to a White Castle one time, weren't we?
That was in Nashville.
And you decided not to let me get it, bro.
I'm sorry. I've had the microwave ones and they're fine, but I just have never.
You're not curious about what an actual one looks like?
No.
Kevin, they're not on the east and they're not in the west. This is the one thing that we'll probably never get the chance
Maybe it's the
to
one
have.
White Castle left of all time, but honestly, if that's the case, so be it.
Kevin, there's no White Castles where we frequent the most. So you pretty much screwed me out of a life experience, and I will
I'm
never...
so sorry. But how many other life experiences have I not screwed you out of and actually helped you gain them?
Not enough to ever equal White Castle. There's only one in both. I feel like some of those other experiences I could have later in life.
All right, fair
White
enough.
Castle, I'm not sure if I can ever get that again.
I'm sorry. Maybe. Okay, if we both end up at another White Castle for whatever reason, it's on me.
Really?
Yeah. I'll buy you a burger.
You're capping. I don't want
if you refer me to this podcast episode.
What I want is that if we ever get the chance to get to a nearby White Castle, we have to go.
Okay, what's the drive? What's the chance driving wise? Because you're not gonna say 30 minutes, a chance, unless it's on the way to something. Yeah. How many minutes out of the way is it allowed to be?
20.
20? No, 15.
Kevin, don't do the short distance. You live in Los Angeles. 30 minutes is a short drive.
Fine.
All right. If it's 20 to 25, we go.
Okay, but here's my thing. If we're on a road trip, right, we're not going to go 25 minutes out of the way to go to a White Castle. But if it's on the way, we'll do it.
I think that's the limit right there, bro.
I think 25 has to be if we're stuck at a location. So if we get stuck at a hotel and you're bro, there's a White Castle 25 minutes.
Look at you finding any excuse to not
No,
go
I'm
to
just
White
this
Castle.
is reasonable.
You understand? White Castle
think about
is so rare.
If you're on a
we're
long,
not getting it's like a unicorn.
But if you're on a long road trip, right? You need just to drive. And if you want to give me like a 25-minute excursion, that's going to be another 25 minutes to get back on track. That doesn't count as a 25-minute trip because it'll take even longer than 25 minutes.
No, there and back, I think, 25 times 2, 50 minutes is worth it.
50 minutes out of the way, bro. 50 minutes on a road trip. It depends on like the fucking road trip.
50 minutes is
if it's a multiple day road trip, then sure.
Kevin, there is no White Castle on any of the coasts. When will you ever go to freaking, I don't know, Montana?
I'm sure. Actually, I want to go to Montana.
I don't know why anyone would ever say that.
Well, after her learning Harry's stories about, living on a dude ranch, it sounds kind of nice.
Maybe for you, Kevin. I'm not working at no goddamn ranch, bro. It's not happening. You'll never catch me working at no damn ranch.
I think you'd like it.
I think I'd hate it. I think I'd horribly hate it. You're not catching me on no ranch, bro.
Hey, don't
I'm a city boy for real. I love buildings.
Give
me buildings. I'd rather be a janitor.
What's your rating of Portland as a city?
I'd rate it in the middle. I give it a lot of respect for being its own thing. It's not really like any of the other cities I've been to as of yet. Portland is its own thing, but it's also very small. And I don't know, when I think of cities, I always think really big.
Yeah.
So, Portland is cool.
It does feel small.
It does feel small, especially but it's definitely not a city. It has the weird roads like a city. Yeah. A lot of cool shops to go to. Fresh young people, but also, people just vibing there from there and shit. Yeah. And it also feels popping. Like, I feel like there's stuff coming into the city rather than leaving. Yeah. Whereas LA, things are leaving the city.
Yeah, but LA, like, comparatively, LA feels fucking ginormous. But also, what city I thought felt really small? Indianapolis. A few years ago.
Indianapolis? I've never been there.
It's like you can see the whole city.
Oh, in Indiana, right?
You can like see the whole city like from like not that far.
It's gross.
And I'm like, this doesn't even look like a city. It's like a small like area of a city.
Gross.
And Portland seems like a little bit bigger than that. I could be getting it all off on actual like size.
And also weird that like they have large buildings on the mountains.
Yeah, there's buildings on the mountains. The mist as we were driving today was fucking crazy.
Buildings just disappear after a certain point.
Yeah, this is the first time weird. I saw a building like really disappear in the mist. And I've been in New York, I've seen the skyscrapers, but
I feel like Chicago has a little bit of that too.
Maybe a little bit, yeah, but like it was the mist was so low. It was like, damn, it just disappeared halfway through. I was like, this is so cool. It's so cinematic. I understand why so many things take place in Oregon, such as Twilight or Gravity Falls.
It's definitely an aesthetic. It's a whole vibe, and I respect it for its style. That's what I mean. But in terms of like a city, average. I don't feel like I gained a whole lot. I don't feel like I lost a whole lot either.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Apparently, it's dangerous. Given we've been fine, but.
Yeah, it seemed alright so far. I guess we're in like a decent part. Except, didn't we like find ourselves stuck? Yeah, we found ourselves stuck in this apparently semi-dangerous part the other day.
We hit up our Portland friend, and he's like, "Oh, you're near that area? Like, you guys might want to hurry up with this whole situation."
It seemed alright. We were just in the middle like of some random.
It seemed chill, but it's always chill until you turn right on that wrong road.
True.
And you are so screwed.
Very true. Very true. Today we sorry, this is a random topic jump, but. Because it's Thanksgiving, we found a few places that were open, on Thanksgiving. And we got some pie. Which is pretty awesome.
We haven't eaten that pie yet, actually.
I ate my pie. Oh, the key lime you're talking about. We should. I gotta finish my...
sir.
I gotta finish my chicken pot pie, too.
You didn't even finish that.
I ate like half of it, but it's huge. I can't wait to eat it.
They had a lot of...
Can we do we do have a microwave. We have a microwave.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got shit to eat. That's true.
We got shit to eat, shit to do. And then we got to pack and go tomorrow morning.
Lauren wants to wake up at an ungodly hour.
We're going to Seattle, which is like L.A., but it actually rains.
It rains
all the time.
Seattle.
Instead of never at all.
Exactly.
And it's also cold.
How far is that drive? Like 3 hours?
Give or take. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah.
Skedaddle. Yeah, we'll skedaddle over to Seattle.
Sure, it'll be a minute. But that'll be the last state on the West Coast before it turns into Canada, so...
Yep. And so...
See, so we both did across and above.
Yes.
So all the distances, I felt them.
Yeah, and we took the southern route across, so
we gotta take the northern route.
We gotta take the northern route back, exactly.
We gotta do a northern route and then cut through like the Great Lakes. And
yes.
Do and see what Montana is like.
Oh, so now you want to see what Montana's like?
I am curious. I've always been curious to see every state.
I thought you never wanted to end up in Montana.
Let me get there, all right? You're a kid, you're young, and you find out that there's 50 United States.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, each state must be different. I was like, well, I want to explore every single state.
Yeah.
And then you grow up in the public system. And you realize some states are either boring or racist or just, like, not that fun.
Right.
And you're like, you know what? No.
But I feel like you were more excited about some of the southern states than, like, Montana, which isn't that, like, on the northern
I was
route?
excited about Texas, but that was it. I was iffy on Nashville. It turned out to be great, but, like, I was iffy on Nashville.
Amarillo was kind of weird, but that's just because the fucking ginormous cross.
Yeah, I don't blame it for its... Well, actually, I do blame it for its weirdness. That Christianity thing. It's cool, love your religion, but, like, don't scare me with your crosses.
It was so big. It was literally, like, the biggest one of all I've ever seen.
It was, like, the biggest red flag you could possibly see, bro.
And that's where we were, like, that's where we were going to stay, because it was, like, exactly halfway through.
You think about, like, a town of 400 people, I'm like, this is how people go missing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People just never come back.
But we did stop at the one gas station in Amarillo, and...
I got my keychain, which I don't have anymore.
It got stolen.
Yeah, that's why.
In L.A., so some crazy shit has happened in L.A.
That's what I'm saying. The city is cruel.
And apparently Portland's cool too, but not so far. So far it's been all right.
It's been chilly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just say cool. It's been chilly.
It has been freezing. Well, it's been cool then.
No, more than cool though. It's chilly.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
It's cool, and then there's like, oh shit. They put a jacket on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess it's time to wrap. I guess we talked about it all. You feel me?
Exactly. I feel like this was a shorter episode, but it's like
we're also in the our brains are like in fog right now because we're still on the trip. We're not in Los Angeles.
Yeah,
we're in Oregon.
We're not settled down, but
Portland, Oregon.
We'll be back in LA, soon enough. This was
catching us halfway through the trip. We'll tell you how it is.
Yeah, I mean this will be nice because for next episode we don't have to update on this portion of the trip.
Exactly. And it's been fun doing seeing all the Twilight places and stuff like that. Like we've been having a lot of fun, and we know that trip of fun isn't over yet. We're just starting it.
I'm excited to check out Washington, get some more good food in Washington, hit Gravity Falls on the way back, and update again on the podcast, like same time next week. You know what I'm saying? See what's going on then.
Exactly.
Will it be December by then?
No. Yes, it will be. Because the last Thursday is Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 24th. So it'll be December 1st next Thursday.
That's not gonna work out, is it? Oh, we're okay. We'll both still be here.
No, we'll be here. We're going back to Maryland.
We're for breaks. We didn't really think this through.
We're going back to Maryland a little bit later in December, but we'll be here for the first 2 episodes.
Yes, and then the podcast gets real interesting.
Exactly.
I don't know how we're gonna do it.
We'll probably just do it from Maryland. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but that's a lot of trips. Once a week. Is Christmas gonna be on Thursday? That'd be weird.
That's a good question. Then we have to do it.
That'd be so weird. Sorry, family. I have a podcast.
It's 22nd and 29th for 22nd and 29th.
Oh, okay. So wait, that's New Year's.
What?
29th, right? Oh
no, it's the 31st.
31st
my dude.
Might be. It's close though.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll do a little. It's gonna be fun. We gotta do like a New Year's wrap up or something.
For sure.
Like a recap.
We will. But for now, that's our
podcast for now.
That's our Portland update.
I wish a happy holidays to everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And all the Twilight fans. Y'all were on to something.
Exactly. I'm very thankful for everyone and everyone listening.
I am so thankful for all my subscribers.
And I'm thankful for you, Sean.
Oh, that is so loving.
Thanks. Yeah. I tried.
Oh, do you want me to say it back?
No, I wasn't expecting that at all.
Okay.
Asshole.
Anyway, it's been your homie King Cudjo
and Cough Drippy,
and we'll
and our special guests.
Our special gang, our crew
in the background,
our homies.
Woo!
And
we're just
wrapping up. You want to say goodbye?
You want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Yeah.
That was Kayla.
That wasn't.
Kayla the goat.
It's her twin sister.
Oh.
The evil version?
What's the twin sister's name?
I'm the evil version. How dare you?
So who's the original?
Wait, what?
There's a good twin and evil twin.
I see.
Who's
what
the
makes
original?
you think I'm the good twin?
Wait, but what's your good twin's name?
Aaliyah.
Dude,
you met her.
You're right.
We have met. Wait, have we met her?
Yeah.
Oh no, you never seem too peachy. I think both of y'all kind of.
One has straight hair, the other doesn't.
That's right.
Oh, that's when you guys swapped out.
Oh shit.
That's when you guys did the movie thing.
Oh
swap
shit,
out.
that was a different person.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah, I guess we'll wrap this up now. It's been your host, King Kajo.
Oh, we're doing this again. And Cough Drippy. We already did that, I think, right?
Yeah, but I feel like it's a whole thing. It's like, all right, King Kajo, Cough Drippy, and then like,
exactly, I agree.
I'll see you later, 2 Chainz.
Yeah, peace out.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gents.
You want to say like something like really quickly before I stop the recording?
Oh shit!
What?
That was my phrase. That was my phrase.
Wait, hold on. It didn't hit pause. Okay, say one more thing.
Oh shit!
What is that?